Ready. Fight.
Right, yeah, so quite a lot of the time now I'm like, where's that button gone? Where's the where's the membrane? And it's usually stuck on the board, so we just have a look on the board if you are missing any membranes. So if we look at this now, look at these components. I've never seen that before. Bit of maybe factory flux there or a bit of grime. We'll clean that up nicely and clean up this D-pad and the buttons. But otherwise, this is looking like a beautiful Game Gear. To be fair, I'm just holding up to the light there. Let's see if I can show you. Check it out, guys. So you can see the traces underneath. Mainly the vias. You see the connections, which is always really cool. Awesome. Let's get this clean. Also remembering, this is a 1991 board. It just says in the top corner there. So it's the first time it's been opened. And what's that, 33 years? It's a long time, isn't it? So giving these button terminals like these traces and pads a little loving goes a long way. It's pretty clean, to be fair. This is quite an impressive Game Gear. Whoever had this, it's not all about how it's been stored. There's a lot of luck as well, because you could keep it in the attic for all those years and the capacitors haven't leaked that badly, or you could love it and store it nicely and the capacitors could still leak. So there's a lot of luck of the draw, but this is a very nice Game Gear and this should go nicely. Right, let's just clean the screen a little bit. My pet hate is the little specks of dust afterwards. There's not much you can do about it. It's just impossible to sort out, actually. So the screen isn't dirty. So I'm just gonna wipe it with a bit of kitchen roll, and that's looking bloody lovely, isn't it? Look at that, what a Game Gear this is. Now, what I'm going to do is put this face down on some kitchen roll to protect the screen. I'm going to put it over here where it can't be hurt, and then I'm just going to go to here now, the front shell. We've got one membrane, 3 membranes, 3 buttons, another membrane, and a 4-directional D-pad button thingy-majig. Again, very nice inside, isn't it? To be fair, this Game Gear, it doesn't even have the typical lost bit by there. Because sometimes you get them and there's like a little break by there. It's a nice Game Gear. This is pretty cool. Let's give this a wipe over. I like using Dettol wipes. So if we just see there's a bit of grime in there, we gotta get that out. Yeah, boy. Sometimes you can use like a toothpick. I find Dettol is actually it's really good. Again, it's antibacterial as well, isn't it? So a lot of grime in these all over the years. Who knows what they're harboring? The next pandemic, maybe. Who knows? But I found these wipes really good for cleaning. And yeah, like I said, it kills bugs, kills bacteria. I noticed since the pandemic, they've now started saying kills viruses too, but meh. This is a very nice Game Gear. And hopefully I can message a customer today then. Because I started working on his first Game Gear, I think it was a couple of days ago. Because usually my turnaround is really quick. But obviously also I work full time, so it's difficult then. I'm a young family and everything. It's tricky to balance everything. But now they're back in the school. Free reign, just gotta keep the wife happy. Keep the house clean. Yeah, nice. That's come out really nice actually. The speaker's actually clean behind there. It's very nice. If it was gunky, I usually pop this off, clean the speaker, but that's actually looking really nice. If I can help it, I don't really want to disturb this area, because when you start disturbing it, a little fluff starts getting into this area, and you can't really get to it unless you take off the front lens. I don't have a new lens for him, so ideally I just want to leave it. Sometimes you just try and do your best and try and clean everything, and then you just make things worse. Yeah. Let's have a go at these buttons. Let's just give them a little wipe over. If it's really bad, I would run it a bath, but these are pretty clean. It's very nice. So they're just getting some antibacterial properties. I was debating whether to do a video today, because I haven't actually done like a proper video in so long. There's some enjoyment in it though. It's quite fun to do. Just showing what I'm doing. Badly, not badly, I don't know. I'm not a professional, and I don't know, what is a professional? A professional is someone that gets paid for doing what they're doing, I suppose. Maybe also qualified. I'm not qualified. I'm surprised I'm still alive actually with all these electrics. If you watched my BBC Micro, I think it's the second video, I thought I was going to die in that, with the roofer caps exploding. But yeah, my electronic knowledge is very basic. And I touch things sometimes which I shouldn't touch, and then I get a little buzz. And it's like, oh, that hurt. But live and learn. Let's just give these a little wipe over. I'm pretty sure these are similar to the Atari Lynx, carbon based, I want to say. They look pretty similar. If they aren't carbon, I'm shooketh. But this is a very nice Game Gear. Whoever's it was, or maybe it is the original customer, I don't know. I know you got a couple in like a job lot. Look, see, there's already a speck there. What are you gonna do? You can't do too much. Even sometimes blowing doesn't do anything, and that's just really annoying then. You can move it with some kitchen roll, but fundamentally, let's just stop talking nonsense a sec. Come on screen. You can't get it perfect, it's impossible. Unless you live in somewhere where there's no dust at all. Alright. Right. The majority of that is on the outside. I am pretty happy with that actually. The more you mess around with the inside, the more little specks are gonna come, and you're just gonna go crazy. So that is very playable currently. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna screw the screws back in. Yeah, because you'll just end up going crazy. All right, let's get this back together. When you're putting the Game Gear back together, be very careful with these wires that you don't screw through it, because obviously you won't have any sound output then, and you'll be like, what's wrong with my soundboard, blah blah blah. I was actually, no, there's nothing wrong with your soundboard, you've just gone through your speaker wire. That'd be a bit of a mistake to make, wouldn't it? Here we go. We'll just put this back together. Together forever. Right. Oh, all these fumes, man. This. It's my first time using this one. It feels alright. I'm just debating. That didn't go very smoothly then, did it? For the first time ever, these have just kept spinning. And when I undid them, they were very loose already. So maybe there's something factory from the shell. I wasn't very happy. I'm not sure. So what we're going to do with this, we need to still recap the soundboard, don't we? But otherwise the power board we can just put to the side. Oh, sorry, this just pops off. It's just like a sticky plastic thing. I'm guessing it protects the battery terminals. I can't even see where I'm pointing. There we go. Let's get this power board out because we don't need that. So there's a few ways of installing the clean screen. You can just rip out the battery terminals. That sounds a bit brutal, doesn't it? You don't actually need them anymore. We'll need this though, the old power button, power switch even. Oh, again, look how clean it is in here. Maybe they cleaned it before sanding it. Oh, there's nothing worse than when you're buying something or someone's selling something and it's just like, I don't know, it's been kept in like a bin for 20 years and it's full of dust and just filth. I'm like, where's your, why wouldn't you clean that? I think as a seller, you should clean your stuff really. I'd feel embarrassed to sell something really, really dirty. It's just a bit. Right, here's the soundboard. Fingers crossed now. I think we may have a spare soundboard to save myself a job, but I'm just gonna recap this one just in case I don't have one. I've got like 6, which are all like dead, which is very annoying. Hopefully this one isn't dead. Because at the end of the day, Game Gears are 30 plus years old and they will have more things wrong with them sometimes than just capacitors. And people don't always know that because everyone knows about the capacitors, but there's lots of other things that can go wrong, like the VRAM, the ASIC chip, traces in general. Now usually I think we use this guy, don't we? Let's have a look. Let's see what we can do, because it'll be better viewing experience for you guys. There he is. Alright, and we can use our helping hands, can't we? Let's turn him on. Let's have some tea. Nice. So let's have a look at this bad boy. Is that? Yeah. Right, straight off. See a bit of corrosion on this top left cap, but let me get my pointer. Quite often, if any of these traces are going to go, it's this one. It lifts, but it's not the end of the world because you can like botch a lot of jobs. Some of these look alright actually. I'm not sure if I could just desolder these. Usually why I rip them off, like gently, is because they're so corroded you can't really do anything with them. Now I'm gonna try and desolder it. Where's my helping hand? Come here, you. Let's try and be professional and desolder properly. Just get the old helping hands out. Mine are pretty cheap and nasty. Maybe one day I'll have nicer ones. Alright. Let's see what happens here. I've never actually desoldered these properly before. But if I use the camera, oh, that did desolder. Ho ho! And then that side. It's going downhill now, isn't it? We did it! Oh, the pad is slightly lifting there. That's okay. It doesn't matter. We can just glue it down or something, or we may not even have to do anything for that. That's okay. I mean, we can try this one. Oh. No, they don't want to come, do they? Just do our usual technique of wibble, wibble, wobble, and hopefully nothing gets too destroyed. If you do wobble, 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 we shouldn't just... Oh man, look at that. I mean, these soundboards are so bad. I wonder if the corrosion is way worse because, hear me out, because they're sat upright. I mean, it just, gravity just allows them to just get real bad. Because the corrosion on the soundboards are always worse, from my experience. Just be very gentle, and watch for those lifting traces then. It doesn't have much in it, because it's ready to come off anyway, to be fair. There you go, that's okay. We can work with that. So when it goes like that, you can just slightly lift up, because obviously I think some of these are like glued down as well. I recently transplanted a VRAM. Dear Lord, that was hard, because that was definitely glued down. And my terrible hot air gun, which I can't control anything on, it did do the job eventually. This one likes to lift as well, so we have to be careful here. Wibble wobble. But again, end of the day, it's not the end of the world with these boards, because, well, I'll show you now actually. Come on, gentle. Ooh, there he is. Right, so I'm just going to clean this up, and then I'm going to show you in the light of what I'm on about. So you know how it goes, a bit of IPA, a bit of tough brush action. That's all it's ever wanted, a bit of loving. And that IPA will just eat away at all that gunky gunk. Just be very gentle also. Tough but gentle. Better put the vibration on. It's a good time to give the whole board a bit of a clean as well. Sometimes the volume wheel can be a bit sticky. That feels okay actually. A little jack, turn it over. Watch out for a bit of corrosion on here. Can't really see any there. Looks quite happy. Made in Taiwan. Nice. And that trace seems rather happy there actually. I'll show you this board in the light now. Alright, so yeah, you can see where each trace actually is. Even if you lift the pad, you can follow it where it goes. Pretty cool. Awesome. Let's get this cleaned up. So, already what I'm seeing here is a bit of gnarliness, isn't it? So these do not look happy. It almost looks rusted. Let's get the light on a bit and see if we can focus in a bit. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of a loving. We can zoom in. And this is just capacitor leakage corrosion, and you can see there we're starting to see the trace underneath it, and the capacitor leg is probably still stuck in there. But the transference of heat won't be very good currently. So this protective layer of magma, no, it's not really magma, just this protective layer of crap. And eventually this just eats away, and this is why tracers lift so easy most of the time. What we can do now, bit of IPA, bit of cotton bud, give it some loving. Fine. I'd be more tempted now, look at that, it's shiny now. Be more tempted now to apply a bit of heat on there, to see how we're going on. Same in this far corner. Let's get a bit of we can see the capacitor leg still in there. Let's give it a bit of loving. Yeah, because it's really going to affect the heat transference. It looks a lot better now. Right, let's do the same technique. We will add a bit of flux to all the pads there, and then we'll solder wick off the old solder. And this should be quite close up actually. There you go, see the leg move then. Nice, that came up alright actually. Let's clean that. We can zoom out a little bit to be fair. Don't need to be that close anymore. No, let's push that back a little bit. And tilt you up a little bit. There we go. These should come out quite nicely because they look very clean already. Legs being removed there, legs being removed. Clean the iron. Another one here. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm having a very lucky day today with these Game Gears. Gotta say it. And how are these tracers going to come up now? Oh, he's not happy there. I do have some crap on my iron there, don't I? So maybe it's affecting the transference of heat. Beautiful. Watching you get undressed. This has been a very fun recap actually. Oh, that's stuck to something. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's get a bit of IPA on there. Give a bit of loving. What's happening with that one? Why is it shiny? Okay, so ooh, that's okay. That's okay. The view is a little bit unhappy there, isn't it? I remember we saw a bit of rust, didn't we? That's okay. It's not a bad connection. Let's get another Q-tip just to go around the board. Make sure everything's squeaky clean. See, we're still getting a bit of grime there. And now, because we saw those solder legs, we need to make sure now that those those solder legs, the capacitor legs, we need to make sure those capacitor legs aren't bridging things now. We just need to double check that we haven't taken off capacitor leg, that's just now bridging components, which would then mess up our whole day. Because we're like, why is there no sound? Or why does this sound weird? Oh, look at that. Factory. That's gotta be lead. Because lead's like, it works really weird. It's like stringy and weird stuff. Right. Let's get this bad boy recapped. I could try a bit of blue tack on there actually. I've seen that done as well. I'm not sure if I have any blue tack. We'll have a look. Rightio. I can't find blue tack, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way with the old helping hands. Just going to apply some flux to these tracers, and we've still got 5 100 UF left, and that is exactly what we need for this board. It's amazing. There's a rogue one in there, but that looks identical, so that's fine. Don't forget, guys, if you like what you're seeing or you're enjoying the content, just don't forget to give a like and subscribe. Helps the channel and it helps me have motivation to keep doing what I'm doing. Oh, look at those. They're all pretty much in the same order. Alright, let's get some stuff on the go. We're gonna do some soldering, a bit of a weird angle now. We've done it before, I know I can do it. Oh my god. Why am I so shaky? Right, come on. Nice, that's good. That's not too bad. It's basically, I'm doing it a bit backwards. This one should go better, because this is how I usually solder. It's equally as bad. No, that's okay. Right, I found with this little guy, you gotta bring him over a bit, because there's sometimes not much pad left on that left side, mainly due to corrosion. But he seemed alright, to be fair. I'm quite enjoying this solder. It's working quite nicely. And yeah, don't forget, if you heat up one side and the other side is soldered, but then it starts moving, you then have to question your soldered capacitor, because obviously it's not in properly. Let's do some backward soldering again. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I'm loving this solder. It's very nice. Very nice. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? I should probably turn them or something. Surprisingly though, even if it's not pretty, as long as there's a connection, it'll work. So it's not all about making things pretty. Right, let's give these a bit of a clean up and let's see what we're working with. Why are you using let's just have a quick look how we're doing. Still a bit wet in there, isn't it? But the solder itself is good. Connections look decent. Yeah, let's fire this up and see if it works. Because if it doesn't work, then we'll have to have another look, won't we? That's okay, you can just hang outside. It's all good. And there it is. Right. There is definitely some evidence to say that electrolytics are better for the sound quality. We'll see how we go now. Oh, actually, let's use the clean power. Right, so I've just excuse the mess. Just hooked this up now. It's charging nicely. Let's just whack the. See what I mean? It's surprising I'm still alive. The amount of dodgy stuff I do. Right, that's on there, and we're just missing a game actually. Let's just see if we have sound. There he is. That. Now, it's quite often, if you've got the soundboard on the outside, you can hear crackles because it doesn't like the distortion of the wires. Bear in mind the speaker is face down, but that's working really nicely. Clean power seems to be working. It wasn't connected, but when I put the batteries connected, the green light did come on. It's currently charging. I think when it's fully charged, it goes blue. But yeah, it's a really good mod, this is. Is that Game Gear done? I want to say it is. Let's whack the soundboard in that case, and then we'll look at desoldering what we needed to solder in the battery terminals to get this Retro 6 clean power in. I was just looking now. Because these already have batteries, you no longer need the battery terminal, so got some wires here. So you should be able to just desolder. There he is, one. Need to. I think that's shrink wrap, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I'm not burning myself today. Nice. Why is there a black cat in my gut? Ah, that's the neighbour's cat, isn't it? Making friends with my cat. Cats don't typically do that, do they? They're not fighting though, so that's nice. And they're neighbours now, so they have to learn to live with each other. Let's see if we can. We don't actually need these wires, so it doesn't matter if they break. Just trying to. Oh, that's another way of doing it. Right, let's try and get these terminals out because we don't need them anymore. Just a little bit of wiggling, isn't it? Finesse, that is my middle name. Or Hadouken. Hadouken. Just get out. Go on, scream. Go on, get. Right, there's one. And then this one is these two, I believe. He is coming. They just don't want to come out, bless them. They've lived in there for so long. The thing is, yeah, this isn't your house anymore. Get out. It's like the others all over again. Terrifying film that was. Fucking hell, it's a pain in the ass, isn't it? Probably gonna speed this bit up. What is... Maybe it's a blob of solder or something. Yeah, I think it's solder stopping it from coming out. Where's my wick? John Wick. Let's just quickly desolder. It's undoubtedly lead, so don't breathe in. Hopefully that was enough. There we go. Oh, great. I just left a really sharp coil. Let's just trim that. It's okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Nice. So that's out. These should actually lift out, but famous last words, isn't it? Nice. So just this side to go. Nice. And then, oh, and this one. He may have the same issue. Don't know yet. Let's see. Doesn't seem that big though. There we go. Alright. Nice. And then they should just fit nicely. Okay, let's install these batteries now. Let's take the charger off. We'll need to unplug these as well. So the short one, can't see. The short one will obviously be on the shorter distance to there. So it'll be this side. You just feed them through. Should go through there actually. Let's go through that. Wiggle, wiggle. Doesn't want to. Doesn't have to go through there. It's probably the best way for him to go though. Come on. Unless I'm being stupid. I don't think I am being stupid. That is the way it goes. Let's poke him through. There it goes. Nice. Let's bring him up here, and then... No, that's for the soundboard. Ah, power board's on the right side. It's all good. It is all good. There's a weird black cat that's moved in next door and is staring at me. Very pretty. It's a bit of a twat if you ask me though. Right. Take two. So he'll be the shorter one for this one. There we go. God, why didn't someone say? No, it's backwards. It's backwards. Mate, it's backwards. Mate, it's backwards. 3D thing looks interesting. Right. He's there. Let's screw him down, yeah? Let's screw him down. La la la. These new power boards by Retro 6 are pretty epic. They must be pretty good. I wonder how much longer they last with a normal screen. Right, what are they doing out there? Just... I can't focus. Is that cat? And my cat's disappeared down the side of the fence. Hello? Bonjour. What language do cats speak? I'm not sure. Maybe, probably English. Could be a bilingual cat. Could speak Welsh. Shemai bat. Not technically Welsh. Right, he's there. You can just chill like that. And then this one needs to go through that place where we previously inserted the other one backwards. So that's how we roll. That's just how I roll. Poking through. Come on. Here we go. There he is. I'm not sure how old this stuff is because the clean screen this chap has got, this customer sent, is the 1.0 version, which I think is from 2022, which sounds a long time ago now, but it's not. We're gonna have a few cablies around, but that's okay. Oh, he's bloody on now. Turn off. I'm guessing that one battery's dead because he didn't turn on with that green light, unless it's programmed to do that. I'm not sure. Right, let's stick these down in there. Let's stick in there. I may get some tape actually, just to keep them all behaving. It's a work of art. A work of art. Nice. That'll work quite nicely. Let's get the soundboard in. Yeah, that's going in nicely. I need to learn to work a bit tidier, don't I? Good gracious. This is just basically how my brain is. It's scattered and organised chaos. I don't know. Or just messy. I'm not sure. But we'll give this a long charge now. There's no point putting that on there. Put this back on, because this nicely, you can leave it out, however, it is a nice guide for the cartridge to use. When you're putting in the cartridge, it likes to follow it. La la la. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but I've had fun making it though. What time is it now? 10 to 11. Yeah, we'll see. I need to recap the other Game Gear then, make sure it's all working, and then take off the original screen and have a go. That'll probably be tomorrow's video. Look to get that one going as well. I'm just checking the power button. It looks a bit wonky, but feels smooth on the motion. That's the main thing. Not sure where his battery covers are. Ah, they're there. Ha ha ha. Silly me. A little bit of grime in there. Let's get a bit of IPA in there. And we give them a long charge, because I'm not sure if one of the battery packs are dead. I'm not sure how long the batteries have been sitting for, but we'll give it a long charge. Nice, bit of crud there. Nice. It can be a bit of a snug fit, I do remember. Why am I such a doofus? Why am I such a doofus? That's where the battery... Okay. Alright, we'll ignore what happened there. So yeah, this is there we go. Boop. Nice. So this is looking pretty sweet with green light. And it's charging nicely. Got a bit of tape just to keep the wires all nice and together. Turn it off a sec. Let's get this Game Gear back together now. And here we have it. Need to give a bit of a polish on the front here, but this should. There he is. Oh, that's a bit. No, something's wrong with the power board here. It's tight. Yeah, no. Alright, let's redo this. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember me saying it felt a bit odd. That felt okay, but I'm pretty sure now. With the original power board, you can tell if the button's upside down or not, whereas this one was a bit more tricky. So I'm just going to lift it up slightly, flip the button over, and jobs are good in theory. Lift it up, flip the button over. How's that? See, that's not sitting right either. I think one of these batteries are pretty dead as well. What's on? Which turns it on, probably. On, off, 34 volts. No, leave it like that. I don't know. Maybe it's the angle that the power board was. See, that feels fine. That feels absolutely fine. And that's sitting flush. Right, take two. Let's just see how it goes now. Let's see how it sits before screwing everything back together. Alright, take two. That feels fine. Seems fine again. The joys of 30-year-old consoles. Alright. Stick these back in. And now, all of a sudden, is it catching on the original shell? Currently, nice. It's fine. Yeah. That's fine. This is a tiny bit tougher than, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Fine. Right, that's sorted, thankfully. Let's get this back together. Alright, we've got him plugged in. You can just see the light there on the side. Interesting that he goes off then on, isn't it? Just make sure the buttons work. Can't be Tails. Tails is the man. Man? Woman? I think he is a boy, isn't he? I can't see anything currently. I'm playing through the camera. The screen looks good. I'm wondering if it's turning off and on because initially it starts with one of the batteries on the second battery. I'm not sure. But I'm going to charge it fully and see if that problem stays. If it stays, I'll speak to the customer. I don't see what they want to do. They may not be bothered with it because if it's fully working. But I'll charge the batteries fully first and yeah, send that back to him. So hopefully the next video is going to be a clean screen upgrade with a analog D-pad. So we'll see how that goes. Just going to clean up the screen now, but thanks for watching guys and catch you on the next one.
Ready. Fight.